You've probably seen them before, the charismatic card readers who claim to reveal hidden truths about your past and future. They're often found in dimly lit alleys or at street corners, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intensity. One such individual is Sarah, a card reader who has been making waves in the community with her mesmerizing performances. Imagine walking into a crowded room, the air thick with anticipation, and Sarah standing at the center, her long black hair cascading down her back like a waterfall of night. She's dressed in a flowing white gown, her eyes gleaming with an unnerving intensity as she shuffles the deck of cards with a flourish. Her voice is husky and seductive, drawing you in with every word. You're about to pick a card, and Sarah's eyes lock onto yours, her gaze piercing the very soul. She's a master of the art, a weaver of spells, and a keeper of secrets. Her performances are like a symphony of emotions, a roller coaster of highs and lows that leave you breathless and wanting more. But beneath the glamour and the glitz, many have questioned the authenticity of Sarah's abilities. Some have accused her of using cold reading techniques, manipulating the information to create an illusion of connection. Others have speculated that she's a master of misdirection, using her charm and charisma to distract from the fact that she's simply making it all up. You're about to experience the thrill of discovery for yourself, but what secrets lie within the cards? Will Sarah reveal a hidden truth about your past, or will she weave a tale of fantasy and deceit? As you reach out to pick a card, you can't help but wonder what's stopping her from telling you the truth. Sarah's eyes never leave yours as you pick the card, her hand hovering over the deck as if she's waiting for a signal from the universe. The cards are shuffled and cut, the deck collapsing into a neat pile on the table. Sarah's hands move with a fluid motion, the cards flying through the air like a river of fate. You feel a shiver run down your spine as Sarah lays out the cards, her eyes scanning the layout with a practiced intensity. She's a reader of souls, a seer of secrets, and a weaver of destiny. The cards are like a window into your very essence, revealing hidden truths and unseen possibilities. But what if the cards are just a tool, a clever illusion designed to manipulate and deceive? What if Sarah's abilities are nothing more than a clever trick, a way of making you believe in the impossible? As you watch, transfixed, Sarah's eyes lock onto yours once more, her gaze piercing the very heart of the matter. You're about to uncover a secret, a hidden truth that lies at the very core of Sarah's abilities. But what if the truth is more sinister than you ever imagined? What if Sarah's powers are not of this world, but a product of something darker and more malevolent? You feel a creeping sense of unease as Sarah's hands move across the table, the cards dancing in her fingers like a macabre waltz. The room is silent, the only sound the soft hum of the air conditioner and the distant thrum of the city outside. You're on the edge of your seat, your heart pounding in your chest as Sarah's eyes bore into yours. The cards are like a mirror, reflecting back the deepest fears and desires of your soul. But what if the reflection is not what it seems? What if the truth is hiding in plain sight, waiting to be revealed? As you watch, transfixed, Sarah's hands move across the table, the cards unfolding like a map of the unknown. You're about to embark on a journey of discovery, a journey that will take you to the very limits of your imagination. But what if the truth is more than you can handle? What if the secrets revealed are too great to bear? As you hold your breath, waiting for the cards to reveal their secrets, you can't help but wonder what's stopping Sarah from telling you the truth. You've probably seen them before, the charismatic card readers who claim to reveal hidden truths about your past and future. They're often found in dimly lit alleys or at street corners, their eyes gleaming with an otherworldly intensity. One such individual is Sarah, a card reader who has been captivating audiences with her seemingly supernatural abilities. But have you ever wondered what's really behind the magic? Is it just trickery, or is there something more complex at play? Let's take a closer look at the science behind the cards. Card reading is not just about memorizing a deck of cards and reciting a few pre-prepared lines. It's a delicate dance of psychology, suggestion, and cold reading technique. Think of it as a high-stakes game of poker, where the opponent is not the person across from you, but rather your own subconscious mind. Imagine you're seated across from Sarah, a deck of cards in front of her. She shuffles the cards with a flourish, her eyes locked onto yours as she begins to weave a tale of mystery and intrigue. But what's really happening here? Let's break it down. Sarah starts by making general statements about your life, things that could apply to anyone. You're going through a period of change, or you're feeling a bit uncertain about your future. These statements are so vague that they're almost impossible to disagree with. And yet, they create a sense of connection, a sense that Sarah is indeed tapping into your deepest thoughts and desires. But here's the thing, These statements are not just random musings. They're carefully crafted to elicit a specific response from you. By using phrases like, "I sense that you're feeling," or "I see that you're struggling with," Sarah is creating a sense of ownership, making you believe that the words are coming from within you, not from her. This is where the science of persuasion comes in. By using the power of suggestion, Sarah is influencing your thoughts and feelings, making you more receptive to her message. It's a subtle yet powerful technique that's been used by marketers, salespeople, and even politicians for decades. Now, let's talk about the process of elimination. Card readers often use a combination of math and probability to narrow down the possibilities and create the illusion of accuracy. Think of it like a game of chance, where the odds are stacked in their favor. By asking a series of open-ended questions, Sarah can gather information about you, piece together the puzzle, and create a narrative that's tailored to your specific situation. But what about the cases where a card reader seems to know more than they should? Is it just luck or something more sinister? Let's say you're sitting across from Sarah, and she starts pulling out cards that seem to match your exact situation. You're amazed, even a little freaked out. But what's really happening here? One possible explanation is that Sarah is using a technique called hot reading. It's a form of cold reading that involves gathering information about you before the reading, either through research or by observing your behavior. By doing this, Sarah can create the illusion of knowing more than she actually does. But there's another possibility. What if Sarah is using a combination of intuition and skill to tap into your subconscious mind? It's a notion that's both fascinating and unsettling, suggesting that there's more to card reading than meets the eye. As we explore the world of card reading, one thing becomes clear: there's no one-size-fits-all explanation for its mysterious allure. It's a complex web of psychology, suggestion, and technique, woven together to create an experience that's both captivating and unsettling. So the next time you're tempted to visit a card reader, remember that the magic is not just in the cards, but in the human mind. It's a game of persuasion, a dance of psychology and suggestion, where the outcome is never quite certain. As we continue our journey into the world of card reading, we'll explore more of the science behind the magic. We'll delve into the world of cold reading, hot reading, and even the art of deception. But for now, let's leave you with a question. What do you think is the most fascinating aspect of card reading? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. You've picked a card, and now you're wondering what's stopping Sarah, the card reader, from telling you the truth. You've heard stories about people who claim to possess supernatural abilities, but you've always been skeptical. As you continue to pick cards, you begin to feel a sense of unease, like you're being pulled into a world where the rules don't apply. Some card readers have been accused of exploiting vulnerable individuals, using their abilities to manipulate and control. They prey on people's fears and insecurities, feeding them half-truths and misinformation. It's a twisted game, where the players are always one step ahead, and the stakes are higher than you ever imagined. You think back to Sarah, her piercing gaze and soothing voice, and wonder if she's one of them. Is she using her powers to predict and influence major life events, leaving her clients feeling trapped and helpless? The thought sends a chill down your spine, and you can't help but wonder if you're just a pawn in her game. As you continue to pick cards, you begin to realize that the truth may be more complex and disturbing than you ever imagined. There are stories of card readers using their powers to predict and influence major life events, like a person's decision to get married or have children. They claim to have a crystal ball, a way to see into the future, but is it just a clever trick, a way to manipulate people into doing their bidding? You think about your own life, the choices you've made, and the ones you're yet to make. Have you been influenced by someone like Sarah, without even realizing it? The thought is unsettling, and you can't help but wonder if you're living a life that's been predetermined by someone else's powers. The cards seem to be shifting in your hands, like they're trying to tell you something. You feel a sense of trepidation, like you're on the verge of uncovering a dark secret. You glance at the cards, and what you see makes your heart skip a beat. There's a message, a warning, and a hint of something more sinister. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched, that Sarah is waiting for you to make your next move. You feel like you're trapped in a game where the rules are constantly changing, and the stakes are higher than you ever imagined. You begin to wonder if you'll ever be able to escape, or if you'll be forever trapped in this twisted world of card readers and supernatural abilities. As you continue to pick cards, you can't help but feel a sense of unease, like you're walking on thin ice. You know that you're taking a risk, but you can't help but be drawn to the mystery, the intrigue, and the uncertainty. You're about to uncover a dark secret, one that will change everything, and you're not sure if you're ready for what's coming next. You take a deep breath, and as you do, you feel a sense of calm wash over you. You know that you're in this now, and there's no turning back. You're about to discover the truth, and it may be more than you can handle. But you're not afraid, because you know that the truth is what sets us free. You look at the cards again, and what you see makes your heart skip a beat. There's a message, a warning, and a hint of something more sinister. You feel a sense of trepidation, like you're on the verge of uncovering a dark secret. And as you continue to pick cards, you can't help but wonder what's coming next. You've picked a card, and now you're wondering what's stopping Sarah, the card reader, from telling you the truth. As you sit across from her, shuffling the deck with an air of mystery, you can't help but feel like there's something more at play. Something that goes beyond the physical realm. Could it be that some card readers are tapping into a deeper, unseen force that allows them to access information beyond the physical realm? It's a notion that's been debated by skeptics and believers alike for centuries. Some argue that the power of the collective unconscious is at work, allowing card readers to tap into the shared experiences and knowledge of humanity. Think about it, when you're with a group of people, you often pick up on subtle cues and vibes that can't be explained. You might sense when someone's upset or excited, even if they're not explicitly expressing it. This is the power of intuition at work, a phenomenon that's been studied extensively in the fields of psychology and neuroscience. But what if the truth is even more extraordinary than that? What if there's a hidden world of energies and entities waiting to be uncovered? It's a prospect that's both thrilling and unsettling, like being on the cusp of a great discovery. As you continue to pick cards, you start to feel a sense of unease, like you're being pulled into a world beyond your own. The cards seem to be revealing more than just random information, they're pointing to a deeper reality that's hidden beneath the surface. You recall a story about a psychologist who claimed to have studied the phenomenon of clairvoyance. She found that individuals who were more open to the idea of a collective unconscious were more likely to exhibit clairvoyant abilities. The implication was that the physical boundaries of the self are not as rigid as we think, and that there's a fluid exchange of information between individuals. It's a notion that's both fascinating and unnerving, like being confronted with the possibility that our reality is not as fixed as we thought. As you sit across from Sarah, shuffling the deck with an air of mystery, you can't help but wonder what secrets she's hiding. What's stopping her from telling you the truth? The cards seem to be pointing to a world beyond the physical realm, a realm where energies and entities are at play. It's a prospect that's both thrilling and unsettling, like being on the cusp of a great discovery. As you continue to pick cards, you start to feel a sense of unease, like you're being pulled into a world beyond your own. And yet, despite the sense of unease, you can't help but feel drawn to the mystery. You're compelled to uncover the truth, to see what secrets lie hidden beneath the surface. As you sit across from Sarah, the cards still in her hands, you know that you're on the cusp of a journey that will take you to places you never thought possible. As you reach the final card, a sense of anticipation builds within you. You're not just curious about the secrets it might hold, but you're also aware that the truth you're about to uncover could change everything. The card reader's hands move with a deliberate slowness, as if savoring the moment. You begin to feel a strange, tingling sensation in your fingers, as if the card is alive and responding to your thoughts. The reader's eyes lock onto yours, and you sense a deep understanding passing between you. It's as if they're seeing right through to the very core of your being. The card is turned over, revealing a symbol that looks eerily familiar. You feel a shiver run down your spine as you realize that this is more than just a random image. It's a key to unlocking a part of your past that you thought was long buried. The card reader's voice is barely above a whisper, but you feel their words resonating deep within your soul. You've been carrying this secret with you for a long time, they say, their eyes never leaving yours. A secret that's been hidden even from yourself. As they speak, the room around you begins to fade away, and you're left with only the two of you, suspended in a world of pure, unadulterated truth. The revelation that follows is both shocking and liberating. You realize that the card reader's abilities aren't just a product of their imagination or clever manipulation. They're a doorway to a deeper understanding of the universe and the human mind. The secrets they've been revealing to you are just the tip of the iceberg, a glimpse into a vast, uncharted territory that's been waiting to be explored. As the truth begins to sink in, you feel a sense of awe and wonder that's hard to put into words. The card reader's secret is not just about revealing hidden truths, it's about unlocking the full potential of the human mind. You begin to see the world in a new light, as a place of endless possibility and discovery. The final card has been turned over, and the truth is out. But the question remains, what does this mean for our understanding of reality and the role of intuition in accessing hidden knowledge? As you sit there, Trying to process the enormity of what you've just learned, you can't help but feel a sense of gratitude towards the card reader for showing you the way and for giving you the courage to explore the unknown.